So you're ready to dive into the Nairobi Securities Exchange? Awesome. You've come to the right place because we're about to tackle maybe the biggest first step you'll take, picking your stockbroker.
You've got your money saved up, you're all fired up and ready to buy your first shares, and then, bam, you hit a roadblock. Who do you actually trust with your money? It's a huge decision, right? And with all the options out there, it can feel, well, a little overwhelming. But here's the secret. Don't think of it as just picking a service. Think of it as choosing a partner for your whole investment journey.
You know, for most people just starting out, it pretty much comes down to this one big question. Are you the kind of person who wants a super slick, easy-to-use app that makes trading on your phone a total breeze? Or are you all about keeping costs down, finding the broker with the absolute lowest fees so you can maximize every single shilling? It's that classic tug-of-war, really. Convenience versus cost.
All right, so let's get into it. Let's meet the main contenders in the Kenyan market. Now look, there are a bunch of brokers out there, but 3 names keep popping up again and again for new investors. We're going to break down what makes each of them special so you can start to see which one feels like the right fit for you.
Okay, first on the list, AIB-AXYS. Now, if you basically live on your phone and you expect a really smooth modern app experience, this is definitely one you need to check out. Their platform, DigiTrader, gets a lot of praise for being super user-friendly. It's got real-time data, and this is a big one, it works seamlessly with M-Pesa. I mean, that's huge, right? This is pretty much the go-to choice for the tech-savvy beginner.
Next up, we've got Faida Investment Bank, or you'll just hear people call it FIB. Their real superpower? Guidance. If you're looking at the market and thinking, okay, but what do I actually buy? Faida is famous for its research reports and its stock picks. They kind of hold your hand a little bit more, you know? They give you insights to help you feel more confident in your decisions. So this is for the investor who wants a little help along the way.
And then we have Dyer and Blair. These guys are the old guard, the establishment. They're one of the oldest, most respected names in the business, and their whole reputation is built on stability and tradition. Their platform, called Edge, is known for being really robust and super secure. This is the broker for the long-term investor, someone who values safety and reliability over, say, the flashiest new app features.
Okay, so let's just put it all side by side for a second. You've got AIB-AXYS for the tech-savvy crowd, you've got Faida for those who want that research and guidance, and you've got Dyer and Blair for people who are all about stability. See how this works? It's really about matching the broker to your personality as an investor. Which one of these sounds the most like you?
All right, now let's switch gears and talk about something that honestly surprises almost every single new investor: the real cost of trading. Because, and this is so important, the price you see for a stock is not the final price you pay. Not even close. Let's pull back the curtain on all those fees.
So, every single time you buy or sell shares, you have to pay what are called transaction costs. And no, this isn't just the broker's cut. It's actually a mix of their commission plus a few small mandatory fees set by the regulators, like the Capital Markets Authority. Just think of it as the total service charge for getting your trade done.
So what does that actually add up to? Well, for most small trades, and we're talking anything under 100,000 Kenya shillings, you can pretty much expect the total cost to buy your shares to be right around 2.1%. That little percentage covers everybody: the broker, the exchange, the regulators, the whole shebang. Okay, to make this super clear, let's just walk through a real-world example. Let's say you've decided, I'm going to invest 10,000 shillings. You've picked your stock, you've picked your broker, you are ready to hit that buy button.
So what actually happens? Well, that 10,000 shillings worth of shares you wanted, it's actually going to cost you about 10,210 shillings once that 2.1% in fees gets tacked on. That extra 210 shillings, that's the price of making the trade.
Okay, now listen up, because this is probably the single most important number in this entire explainer. Remember how you pay about 2.1% to buy? Well, you also pay about 2.1% when you sell. So the total round-trip cost to get in and get out of an investment is almost 4%. And why does that matter so much? It means your investment has to grow by nearly 4% just for you to break even. Let that sink in for a second. That's your starting line.
Okay, phew, that was a lot, I know. So let's take all of that information and boil it down into a super simple 4-point action plan you can use to make your final decision.
Here we go. Before you sign up for anything, ask yourself these 4 questions. Number 1, the app check. Seriously, download the app. Does it actually run smoothly on your phone, whether it's Android or iOS? Don't just assume it will. Number 2, payments. How easy is it to deposit and, more importantly, withdraw your money using M-Pesa? Make sure it's a two-way street. 3, guidance. Do they actually provide research that will help you learn and decide what to buy? And finally, number 4, minimums. Ask if there's a minimum deposit. Most don't have one these days, but it's always smart to double-check.
All right, before we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a little pro tip. This is about something that's really starting to shake up the investment scene in Kenya, and just knowing about it will put you way ahead of the curve.
It's all about what some are calling the Ziidi and Dosikaa revolution. Now, these aren't new brokers. They're something different. And they represent a really powerful new trend that could make your life way, way easier.
So what are these things? Well, they're what you call aggregator apps. Think of platforms like Dosikaa or the M-Pesa Ziidi Trader. What they do is let you access and trade through several different stockbrokers, but all from within one single app. And why does that matter? Well, it's a potential game changer. Imagine being able to get Faida's awesome research, but maybe pay the lower fees of a different broker, all without the headache of opening up a bunch of different accounts. It's a trend you'll definitely want to keep your eye on. So there you have it. You know who the main players are, you understand the real costs hiding behind the scenes, and now you have a 4-point checklist to guide your choice. The ball is officially in your court. The only question left to answer is, which partner are you going to choose for your investment journey?